When the zombie apocalypse happens, ladies and gents, you do not want to be without the Java. No, 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 no. Coffee is king. And we are going to talk about the absolute best, the battle of the brews. What coffee is going to be best for, well, zombies, of course, but camping and you lose power and the what if scenarios of life, shtf and whatnot, oscillating things, hitting fans, all of the different ways that you can possibly make the brew to keep you going. Because we all know, it goes without saying, the caffeine, well, here's the ways that I have put down in this video for you to decide. Put your comments down below about which one is best. If I missed one, let me know. Let's get to it. There's always this guy right here, the true blue, the standard, the daily driver, if you will. Regular old coffee pot. Ours is a Mr. Coffee, but they make a gazillion of them. They're, what, 10 bucks, 15 bucks? There are serious advantages and disadvantages to the regular old electric coffee pot. Okay, now while the Mr. Coffee kind of coffee pot coffee maker does a great job, it takes a ton of electricity. So unless you're running off of a generator or you got this massive solar system that you don't really care that you're basically running a hair dryer, well, hours a day, well then I guess that's for you. But if you don't have that, I'm guessing that the electric coffee pot, not the best choice. All right, next up we have the ever noble, the always ready to rock and roll on a camping trip, boom, percolator. This guy makes amazing coffee. This is how it works, percolator. Inside the percolator, you put your water. Obviously there's none in there now. Grains go in here, you got your coffee grounds going here. Into the percolator. You boil this thing, you boil this thing, you boil this thing. And the longer that you boil this thing, the better it tastes. You let it just simmer all day long. You gently pour. Why? Because there's a strainer in here. Now, let me tell you something that doesn't have a strainer, but works pretty dang closely the similar way. Boiled coffee, Cowboy Coffee. It's kind of a lot like percolator coffee, except there's no strainer. What you do is you take this and you boil it in some of this. And then when it calms down like it's doing right now, there's no coffee in there right now. This is just for visual. It's an illustration. When it calms down, you can gently pour your boiled coffee into a cup. Now, let's talk about boiled coffee. Okay, a quick word on boiled coffee, Cowboy Coffee, the yada yada yippee skippy we were talking about just a second ago. The nice thing is it does increase the flavor the longer that you let it boil, the longer you let it just do its little thing with the simmering. The only real issue is you got to strain it very slowly or else you're going to get grains all in your teeth and it's crunchy and it's a little bit too gritty and yeah. So if you are a careful strainer, could be the way to go. I apparently am not a very good strainer. Then you got this guy right over here. Does make a delicious brew to be true, especially if you need, Twix, donut shop coffee. This is also cinnamon sugar coffee. What do we got over here? Colombian. Yeah, that one's Colombian. However, frou-frou is probably not going to get you through. The electricity is a problem. K-cups are a problem. Nice to have in regular seasons of life, if you will, even if you won't. But if there's no power, if there's no this, if there's no that, might not be the best choice to get your Java on. Now here we have a contender for the off-grid coffee king. That's right, this is a pour-over coffee maker. Grains, grounds, coffee goes in here. Strainer, right? Receptacle, not hard to figure out. Boiling water slowly goes over the top and then it comes in down here on the bottom. You let it sit, poof, coffee. What's nice about this one is you don't really need much. It's the receptacle and the strainer and boiling water. Now you may ask yourself, you could say, Brad, if I'm thinking to myself, wondering, could I just do this with any old, say, receptacle and maybe a t-shirt? Ooh, a t-shirt and a wire hanger to replace one of these and to something like this? I would say, yeah, you probably could. However, I think FedEx is here. So these are a lot cheaper, and FedEx might be bringing me a new one because they're less than 20 bucks. Okay, in the highest ranking, the top easy methods of making coffee in the crazy situations would have to be, boom, instant coffee. Why? Because all you really need is the coffee and water. Well, you could just chew on it, but ugh. Bottom line is all you need is hot water. You dump it into this instant coffee and you have, I guess, what people would say is coffee. Technically, not exactly the most delicious cup if you're talking to, coffee connoisseurs, but it's coffee and it's easy. And you got to tell me what you think about it, because I actually don't have a problem with it. I'm not one of those coffee snobs, like the buck snobs, like Starbucks. I don't feel like if I don't have Starbucks, then I haven't had life or something, or it's just trendy. It's like some kind of thing you carry around, like an accessory, or those little dogs that the rich Hollywood people have. It's not like that. I don't feel like I have to have a Starbucks mug in order to have coffee. However, this has a unique flavor all to its own. Instant coffee. Easy, sure. Your thoughts? In the spirit of being subjective, objective, and all of the adjectives you can think of, I need a second opinion here, right here. Which coffee do you think is the very best? Apocalypse Coffee, go.
I don't care because I don't like coffee. So.
Interesting. But what does it mean? I think it means that I asked the wrong person. Let's try that again. So, in the interest of getting a different, better opinion, what do you think of the coffee choices that we have right there? Which one is your fave?
Well, Mom won't let me have coffee, so if I had to say, it would probably be the percolator.
But you've not had it.
No.
So there you have it, ladies and gents. You put down in the comment section down below, right after you click the thumbs up and make a comment, because don't forget to sub, because that really helps the channel. Anyway, coffee, down below. Which one do you think is the best if you're camping? No electricity. If something bad were to happen, the what-if scenarios of life. Which coffee's best? You decide down below. Have an awesome and blessed day, guys.